Welcome to Las Vegas Trader YouTube channel and the weekly analysis video. I will try to keep these videos 15 to 20 minutes long at the most. Sometimes it will be maybe a little bit shorter, a little bit longer. But keep in mind that these videos are not scripted at all. Now I'm just talking about what I see in the charts and what the charts are telling me. So let's just jump right in and just go over what I said last week, what I thought the charts were telling us, and what might happen in the markets this week. Um, so let's just go over it. Let's start with S&P 500 on a daily chart. As you remember, I called for a red week, and that's exactly what we see here on this chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was sitting right at 200-day moving average on a daily chart. The S&P 500. We saw a little bit of a pullback one day, and then we got slammed. That's exactly what I called for. This is a weekly chart of the S&P 500, and I said as long as we stay up below the 20-day moving average, we are going lower. And look what happened. We broke the 50-day moving average, and I see um, this following week probably a small pullback, and then again we are going lower on the weekly chart. And the monthly chart, we see we are sitting right at 20-day moving average. So like I said, we might see a little pullback to the upside and then come down. Here again is the weekly chart. If we hit 4,000 this week, or even hit the 200-day moving average, I would not be surprised. Nasdaq, same thing. This is the daily chart. Uh, we were sitting right at support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did see a little pullback to the upside. And like I said, same thing on the S&P 500. Got slammed down right to almost to the 200-day moving average, um, close to 14,000. On a weekly chart, again, same thing. As long as I said, as long as we stayed below the 20-day moving average, we saw a little pullback to the upside and move down. Um, so the next support level would be around this area, 13,600, 13,500, the 50-day moving average. And on the monthly chart, looks like a double top. So we are going lower. Looks like. Let's look at the Dow Jones, the daily chart. Yeah, we were sitting right at support, this level, 33,200. One day pullback, and then got slammed down. And now, um, next support level would be around 31,600 or so on a daily chart. Weekly chart, again, same thing as the other two indices. We stayed below the 20-day moving average, and we went down. And on the weekly chart, looks like 31,000, yeah, 31,200 or so would be support around the 200-day moving average. And the monthly chart, same thing. We broke the 20-day moving average, and pretty much says the same thing. 31,500 or so would be support. Russell 2000, the daily chart, we were sitting right at support, this very strong support, and we just broke right through it. Right through it on a daily chart. The weekly, we stayed below the rising 200-day moving average, topping tails, and now we are sitting again on the long-term support, 1600 or so, 1650. So, like I said, on the other indices, we will see probably a pullback to the upside and break through the support to the downside. And the monthly chart, same thing, very powerful move to the downside. And it's telling me that we are going lower. So pull back and lower. On the monthly chart, I see support around 1500, call it 1500 and change or so. Yeah. Okay, let's do crude oil. This one was a little bit trickier. This powerful bar, the green bar, I was saying we are going lower. We might see a little pullback. We did see a little pullback and higher prices. And then, as you remember, I said on the weekly chart, this bar was very problematic. So we will have problems going higher. And that's exactly what happened on a weekly chart. We went up, and of course the bears slammed it down to the 20-day moving average that has not broken, and we pulled back. So once we break through 88 bucks or so and change, we are going higher on a weekly. This is a monthly chart, so as long as we don't break and close below this chart, below this green bar, and we break, hopefully this bar turns into green. Let's call it $91 and change. We are going higher. Gold. On the daily chart, I called for a very bullish move because of this powerful green bar, which got stopped right at 200-day moving average. I called for a pullback and higher prices, and that's exactly what we see here on this chart on the daily. On the weekly chart, same thing, this powerful bullish bar broke through this very bearish powerful red bar, and we are sitting right at support here, but we might see a little pullback and possibly see hit the highs for gold. This is on the weekly chart. Yes, absolutely. Monthly chart says it's more bullish. Very bullish bar, taking out the red right off of 20-day moving average. And if this month just takes out all the highs, the previous highs, 2100 or higher is very possible on a monthly chart. Silver, similar to gold, but a little bit slightly different. I said that after this bullish bar, we will see a little pullback, and that's what we did. This is what happened. Prices did hit the 200-day moving average, and now we are staying between the 220 and the 20 is forming a cup. As long as this 20 holds up the price movement to the downside, and we see a powerful green bar, we are going higher. 25 bucks, 25.50 would be my target on a daily chart. Weekly chart, Yeah, we saw a little pullback. The 20-day moving average was acting as resistance. So now we need to take out this red bar to go higher to 25 bucks, even 26 if it was a very bullish week. On the monthly chart, again, we are holding the 20-day moving average. The 50 is rising, so we need to, once we take out this $25 target and this red bar, higher prices, 30 bucks, possibly next month or so, is not out of the question. Bitcoin, as you remember, I was a week late. I called for possibly a pullback and 30,000, hitting 30,000, and that's exactly what happened. But it happened in 2 weeks, not in 1 week. And it went way past that. So this is the daily. On a weekly chart, we took off from the 200-day moving average. We broke through this congestion, and this week bullish bar just clear the air, and now 40,000 is very, very doable. Monthly chart, the 20-day moving average held up, the 50 is rising, and the move started right from the 20 and the 50, and 40,000 on a monthly chart. I mean, even 45,000. I would not be surprised if we hit that. This is the forex chart of Bitcoin. This is the futures of Bitcoin. Yeah, same thing. I mean, they show pretty much the same thing. Okay, let's go to the dollar. The dollar, we had a pullback. If you remember, I talked about this green bar with the rising 20. I was expecting a little pullback and higher prices, but we had a little deeper pullback, and we actually broke through, erased this green bar, but the 50 was acting as support. So we broke through it, but then immediately the following day, we just took out this red bar. So, and now we're sitting right at 106.50 or so. The weekly chart, as you remember, I called for a pullback, and 105 or so was support. Just went past, just a little bit past that, and then closed. Let's see, not exactly closed above this red bar, but the bottom tail is telling us we are going higher. 108, I see 108, very possible target. Let's see the daily here again. Yeah, we got to break through this high on the daily chart, and then the monthly 108. Yeah, very very achievable. Yeah, absolutely. So so this is the weekly analysis video. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share with anyone and everyone you might like, you think they might like and benefit from this content. Thank you.